Alrighty, how we doing today? How we doing? Stream number 4 on its way. Did 2 yesterday. I might even do 2 today. I also had today off, so I might actually do that again. Quick recap. We basically moved bases. So this is let me go ahead and open up the map here for you guys. Yeah, so I moved from the beginner base. I just kind of dismantled everything and then moved it over here to the island of Cove. Yeah, so just decided to expand the base a little bit and give some stuff different areas. And I think today we're going to be working on expanding this a little bit just to make this more... There's no better way to say it, but make it more better. But yeah, improve upon it. Probably move this stuff around because this is kind of getting cramped. And we're going to continue with our merchant farm that we started yesterday. And I think I have an idea for... something I want to build because I don't want to keep everything flat on the same floor. I may want to build up as well, just to be cool. But yeah, so we'll get to it and we'll see what we can do today and see what we can I can't talk today. What we can accomplish. Okay, so these are still working. Yesterday I had a problem where like when I loaded in it was like all messed up, but they seem to be fine today. So that's good news. Let's see what's going on with my inventory. Let's get this situated. Anytime I load into this game, I always end up having to do a little bit of inventory management, so just always take your time to make sure you're not loaded up with a bunch of stuff you don't need right now. I need to be wearing that. But yeah, so the reason I use pumpkins is because they sell for so high and they get produced really much, like a lot, so that's why I use these for my money. Oh yeah, I need to set up my giraffe area. For feces. You know what? Nah, I don't want to put it here because this area is gonna get expanded. Somewhere I'm gonna always remember it. I could just put it right here because this will eventually be a little 2x2 area that I have for my merchants. So I think I can just put something here and be fine. If you don't remember, damn. So for giraffes, they drop poop. Pet giraffes drop poop very, very fast, and it's really useful for later on, because you need to make it into phosphorus or whatever it makes, and then turn that into black gunpowder. So you can make, you can advance the age, and then eventually do make other stuff as well. I don't know why I just teabags, but I did. Yeah, it's actually only 2 squares, but you know what? Just to keep in the same shape for this thing over here. Take this. Wait, no, actually it's not there. Be right there. Oh, I don't have any stone walls. I think when the bigger arrow for the yellow, when it's pointing away from you, I think that means that the chest opens towards you. Yeah, okay. Just throw an absorber on there. So you can still place it when the wall's there. It's just a little harder because you can't stand in front of it. Because if I tried to place it from this side, it would just attach to the wall. It's not touching the chest. So you have to be standing on this side. But you can't like get into the right spot. So you have to like do that. Then you end up running the chance of it like not being straight. I mean, most people don't really care about that, but that really bugs me because I see it all the time. So I just take the wall away before I place the dropper. That way I can line this up perfect. Right dead center. That's probably not even center, but that's fine. And then you can always just place the wall right back without it being interfered. It's almost like the absorbers and droppers don't actually physically exist because they don't interfere with walls and stuff, and they work through them, so it's really nice. It's not like the chest, because like I've had like you can technically put the wall like, you know what, let me make an example. So like objects like these where you can still place the wall but they're physical objects, so like the game is like it doesn't like it very much. So if you load, like, if you go to another island and come back, this could potentially be like all kind of crazy. Like the chests will be floating and stuff. So try not to intersect the walls with like chests and physical objects, but the absorbers and stuff is totally fine. And since I'm going to be on this base for a little bit, take your giraffe and make sure you have the weight order under skills. Go to your tamer tab. I always just get this one, maybe even this one as well, for later on when I fight bosses. But weight order just makes them not move around. So throw the giraffe, hit the weight order, ride them, and that's it. It doesn't actually matter which way they face, but the absorber only has a 2-space like draw range, I guess you could call it. So I just like to sit them right there because the poop will drop straight down and go right into the chest. Easy peasy. And it doesn't matter if they have enchantments or not, so I just remove them so they stack better. There we go. I think I need 100, if I'm not mistaken, to make 50. And come on, eggs. Please work. Okay, cool. That's right, I think I fixed this yesterday. I did, yeah, I did. Because the absorber does try to pull those eggs, but it obviously won't go through the flooring right here. And then they eventually stop trying to pull them, and the market will grab them. I'm really hoping that's the case. Alright, cool. No worries. Draft's going good. This second box off. Oh yeah, I built the box because I was going to put a merchant in it, and then I realized I only had one left, so I need to make more. That's why I did that. But then I realized this spot right here isn't getting healed fast enough, so I need to do the cooking pot up here, the big one, and then have green monos dying from up top, so that way it does. So let's get that done. And for a cooking pot, big one, I need nothing. I already have it. Cooking pot, breeding unit. How did I... Oh, I haven't placed it down yet. You know what? This can go right here. Right next to all my breeding area. And then I'll just have a couple chests with all the, yeah, I already started doing that. Alright, cool. I'll eventually upgrade the chest sizes, but for now it's okay. Store and retrieve. Yeah, you can do it like a PC. It's awesome. Or like when I say if anybody hasn't played Pokemon, well, almost nobody, everybody's played Pokemon. But it's like a storage for your animals. Alright, this is working just fine. I may end up replace these level 11 green monos with something a little bit higher eventually. But for now, I think I'm okay. So basically what I'm talking about is I'm going to place this like right about here, and the green monos that I place above it will die, and we'll definitely get this spot to heal. So let's get that. And it's going to be exactly one space above, so you can just snap to the grid. I may have to move this breeding facility, or maybe not. I should be okay. And later on, I may end up taking this generator away, because it's sticking above the floor just a little too much, because if I want to expand this way, that being there will kind of mess things up. But I already have a bunch of batteries, so I don't think I'll really need it anymore. But when the time comes, I'll get there. Okay. Square this off. This one's really hard to tell if it's exactly right dead center, so it's just going to take me a minute to try to get it right. That's because I can tell that I'm centered this way, but the other way it's hard to tell if I need to go, you know, forwards or backwards to find the exact center, which I think that spot is center. It's like not this spot, but that one right there when I walk in a little bit. Yeah, I need it to be one spot right there. Maybe even this way. Nope. This way. And 1. Yeah. Okay. So I just need to be able to jump high enough, which I don't think I can. Whew. That's why sometimes this game is pretty hard to get things lined up just right. Yeah, I think that's off just a little bit. I need, yeah, right there, but you know what? Do this. Okay, that's center line. Yeah, it's so hard to tell. I know I'm centered this way, but going this way or this way, I can't really think that might be center. But I can tell over here. Okay, I was 1/2 step off. See where like I'm standing is dead center, and where that foot is lined up is not center. I need to push it this way just a step. That's okay. That's why I do this. And that's why having like the stone floors is really, really nice. I need this. Grab that. And this is all just part of trial and error. I can't remember if that was the spot I was already on last time. So I may go... I think that was the spot, so let me go that 1/2 step. Yeah. Sweet, I got it. Because this is the center. The foot is directly, like this cooking pot foot is directly over the center of this. Well, this may actually, yeah, this is centered. Okay. And then this is centered because I know, because I lined it up with the center line of the stone floors. Because there's 5 squares to the left of my cursor and 5 squares to the right. So I knew that this line was the middle. So yeah, this thing is perfectly centered now. Yeah. Sick, bro. The only thing I have to do now is just like over there with my large pot over there and how I had the market grabbing the eggs and stuff from the monos dropping into it. I have to do the same thing with here, but I already have a market placed dead center. So I have to have that dropper connect to the bottom of the large pot. So if I pull this stone floor right now, that whole pot will drop and be all over the place. So to prevent that, what I can do is place a bunch of floors around it where the feet are temporarily. So that way it holds it in place while I take that middle section away. If I can place it. So now it's going to be supported when I take the middle piece away. See? So it won't fall. And I can go about placing a couple droppers under the, which I don't have, underneath the large pot. And then I can replace that middle floor and then take away those 4 floors on the outside. And the dropper will work through the bottom floor. Quite nicely, actually. Alright, charcoal batteries. Charcoal batteries. Yeah, I guess I don't have any charcoal. I could have sworn I had a bunch, but it's fine. I could just make 100. And batteries I got right here. Yeah. Alright, while that's working, I'll make some more floors because I know I need it. And you can always make another furniture workbench, so if you want to make a bunch of different building things, you could have them all going at once. Kind of like how I do with these things. But most of the time it doesn't take too long, so. Alright, yeah, that should be fine for now. And you know what? I need more charcoal faster, so let's go for... make a few over here. There we go. But yeah, I think I might even... I only need like 1 or 2 droppers because the green monos won't be producing that many eggs or cactus that fast. Because you want to keep up with the stream of incoming items into the large pot. So since 1 dropper, it'll like drop an item and then wait a second or 2. and then drop another item. So by putting multiple droppers, you just kind of increase the interval time. So it's like it'll go drop, 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 drop instead of waiting a few seconds. And then the more you add, the faster it'll spit things out. So like that's why I had to put 10 on here for the jack-o'-lanterns, because see how fast it's filling the circle. If it only had 1 or 2, it would fill. It would completely fill up before it could drop enough, and it would just be wasting efficiency. So you want to measure and count like how many times things are coming out, and make sure you're keeping up with the droppers. So I'll just do 2, and then I'll grab 1 absorber. That way I have those. Sweet. Now I can grab these floors because I don't need them. That 1 floor. Come on. There we go. Alright, 2 droppers. I want to put it like, so the absorber will be right on the market. I actually place that first just so you can see. So it'll be about center-ish. Right above that. I might have to stand up there. Alright, this is a little hard to place, but just gotta stand up on something. Yeah, it's really hard to tell where that is, but yeah, it's not where you need it. Dropper, be very careful what you're grabbing. Make sure it says like what you're looking at says the thing you're trying to get. All right, you know what? I think right here would be fine. Yeah, that's perfect. I probably should have put 2. Damn it. And if you're good, you can line it up pretty well. Yeah, there we go. 2 droppers. So now anytime the green monos that I'm about to place up here onto a breeder, anytime it drops eggs or whatever, it'll just immediately drop out of the large cooking pot and then straight into the market. And the market is still absorbing things from underneath. So you can potentially pull things from all directions into one market if you wanted. Now the next part is the tricky part. So this is still being supported up top. I can even get rid of this one over here, this flooring, if I wanted to. But I don't want to really tempt fate too much. So let's go ahead and get this middle floor replaced, and we can pull the rest. So once again, got to do the... oh, it'll actually just let me place it with no problem. Okay. Sweet. Stone floor is gone. Gone. Okay, be very careful what you're pulling. Sometimes it's better to, you're better off pulling by hand instead of using the retrieving rod, but up to you. Stone floor. And then if you really want to, you can box it in for now. And then later on I can open it up to replace some stuff if I need to. Alright, what? It'll let me place there, but not there. That's weird. There we go. Did it anyways. Yeah, I really like that you can do that with the placement. Oh, nice. I can just throw it in there. Sweet. I'll replace that with glass in a little bit. But for now, that's good. And I think, yeah, I can still access this market through the wall. So if I really needed to, I could just get in there. Yeah. See? Bunch of money. And then I need a breeder machine, which I don't got. Cogwheels. Sweet. Now, if I wanted to be really, like, if this was further away, I would actually probably do it, but I could put droppers on this, probably put some conveyor belts, and then just conveyor belts it back to my base, but it's really close, so I don't really have to do that. Yeah, I've already got a bunch, so no biggie. Let's see what you got for sale. More braid herbs. Already bought a bunch, so we're good. Yeah, nothing yet. I may end up start buying fish here so I can Make some fish scales for stuff. Or fish fillets. I'm gonna make 2. I won't use the other one. I just want to make 1 extra just so I have it. Okay. So I want it to be... I want them to drop like dead center, like kind of where I'm standing, about in the middle of the pot. So you want to offset the where the breeding facility is sitting. So I want it to be off a little bit. And make sure you snap to the grid too, not free place. So it's straight. That's centered. And I think that's... I want to move it back just 1... Ah, Jesus. Right there. Alright. Jeez. I need to heal myself before I die. Sorry. Sandwiches. There we go. Okay. Ooh, I may actually want to move it back once. Yeah, I'll move it back 1 spot. Right? Here? There. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. And it's centered? Yeah, it is. Sweet. Cool. Yeah, like it sits so nicely on top of the pot. It won't fall off either. It's nice. Unless you really put it on the edge. Okay, so now I need 2 green monos. Nah, level 7s are not high enough for me. They're in this spot right here. Oh yeah, that's right. I did catch myself a level 42. You know what? I'm gonna breed up some more so that way I can have some nice level 30. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make these right here higher level. These will probably be like 30s, and I'll take these 2 level 11s and put them up top because they still heal decent for level 11s, but they won't take as much damage because you remember the cooking pots they do flat 20 damage every tick, and then water does a percentage damage. So it's better to put the higher level monsters for the water because they'll die faster, and then the lower level ones for the cooking pot. Because if you put something too high in the cooking pot and that has like thousands of health, they'll just sit in the cooking pot for too long, and then nothing will get healed. That's not good. So I need to make myself oh, I already have Pokeballs. Okay, get rid of this guy. And since I'm using the same species, it doesn't matter what side they're on, the levels and stuff. But if I wanted a level 30 green mono, I'd put the mono on the left side and then like a level 30 something over here, because the left side is what gets reproduced. But I'm using 2 monos, so it doesn't matter. It just takes their average and then either subtracts or adds 5, or up to 5. So we shall see. Yep, 32. Not bad. Sick. I like that. Come here. There we go. Stop that automation. I'm gonna need more Pokeball. Yeah, I do. I need more sand because I think I'm out of iron. Or I think I'm out of sand. Oh, you know what? I think what else I want to work on is as many of those missions in the top right as I can. Now that I definitely have the resources to do so. I think I'll do that as well. So that'll help with inventory space and skill points. Charcoal, sand, Pokeballs, that's what I was doing. And later on I won't have to hand make them anymore because the merchants sell them on like islands level 2, 3, and 4, I think. in big stacks. So I think I'll be okay after I get my merchants all set up. I can go grab those, and then we'll be on our way. That green mono can stay there. Okay, so anytime you're replacing the green monos that are healing something, make sure you pull the thing it's healing first, because you don't want to like take too long. Cause like I know I could do it like quite quickly, like capture those two, pull out the other two, get them on there, get it dying fast enough that this thing won't die. But for anybody who's not fast or hasn't done it before, I always suggest catching this thing or whatever the things you need to heal, and then going over and replacing your monos, because even veterans mess up sometimes, so you don't want to mess yourself up too bad. So I could just do that. 32, throw. Like, that didn't take very long, but if you don't know how to do it quickly, it can, so you just don't want to run the risk. Because all it'll cost you is one Pokeball to make sure this guy doesn't die. That's it. There we go. Yeah, popping out anywhere from 27 to 37, 10-point swing. But it'll mostly be the lower 5 range. That's okay. That's really good health anyways. Alright, and then upstairs can be the level 11s, or I could lower them a little bit if I wanted, or raise them a little bit, but I think 11's totally fine. Or 7. No, I don't know where I got 11s from. Right? Didn't I have 11s? Maybe I'm crazy. So yeah. Yeah, they're healing for 500 now, so that's good. There we go. You know, I may boost that, because that's actually taking more damage with the cooking pot than the water. So, you know what? Let's go ahead and make up some stronger ones. 48, 32. Do I have any other ones? 24. You know what? Let's do 24. 24 and 28. That'll make 20 level 21s to level 31s possibly. Let's go with that. That's actually not bad. Need more Pokemon, so I have 2. Hello, 24. Alright, take that. Jerks. 23. Well, you know what? I can just take this 24 and do 2 level 24s. And always make sure that things are working correctly before you walk away. And even then, dude, even if you make sure stuff is working, you could always mess up anyways. So always just be ready to fix something. And perfect. It heals faster than, or it kills it faster than they can produce another one. Because sometimes what you'll notice is if you use something that's too high level, like that one won't die fast enough, and they'll make another one, and it'll just start stacking all these monos, and then you'll just have the monos running everywhere. So that is perfect. So now, since this mono's dying much closer to these things, these will definitely get healed, and they'll catch the healing from down here about 75% of the time, so you know you're covered. So now anything I place, if I really wanted to and go crazy with it, I could put a bunch of breeders on this level and then get rid of that stupid wheel right there, and then place a bunch of breeders here, like all over, and then make a massive breeding farm if I wanted to. But I don't really have any need for it right now. But I know a lot of people love to experiment and see what kind of stuff they can do, so there is no limit to like ways you can do builds, so it's really fun to kind of experiment and see what kind of goofy stuff you can make. But for now, this is good. 2 healing areas, a money area, breeding zone, market, potential battery zone if I wanted. And you know what? Since it's set up, I might as well throw something in there. You know what? Let's do Kevin because he's a dick. Make him run a little bit because he likes to steal things when they're in the wild. They come up, they run up to you and steal some of your inventory. It's funny. All right, good to go. Looking good too. I also need some glass walls. I'm out of those. I'm out of glass. Probably do the Hatter as well because I need to make the red beret. Yeah, fully out of glass. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's make some glass. It'll take a while though, so I'll let this cook up. 9, that's it. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and set up the excavator on the sand. Might as well. It's been... need to go ahead and make them anyways. Okay, so this is the mining excavator. See where it says only for bedrocks? You can use it for other stuff too, but it's mostly used for bedrock. So I'm just gonna make one. And there's one of the quests is set up 5, but just like the saw quest, you can just place one, pick it up, place it 5 times. That's all I'm gonna do. I need a chest. I have a chest. I need an absorber. This is why it's not a bad idea to just make like 50 of each absorber and droppers, because you always end up using them. Like, I don't think I've ever gotten to a point where I was like, yeah, I don't need these anymore. I constantly need more. Let's go with 5. And I probably need more charcoal already. That's good, because I have a log farm now and I can do that. That's why getting these farms set up is really nice, because then I would have to go out and farm a bunch of stuff. Yeah, see? Logs. Easy peasy. And if I really wanted to, I could keep adding more coconut trees, like more and more and more, and then eventually I'll just have too many logs and stuff, and won't know what to do with them. No, wrong one. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry. Quit. There we go. And this will be just where, like, I set up my merchants, so I can just kind of swing through and grab whatever I need. Since we're on level 2 islands, they sell some decent stuff. But I will get to that in a little bit. Oh, that's wrong. So wrong. There we go. Hey, 42. Not bad. Like 4 or 5 poops. The last 20 minutes. Let's go. What was I doing? Oh yeah, excavator with the sand. So whenever you place the excavator, the stuff will get shot out whichever direction the big arrow is facing. So that big arrow is facing that way, but I probably want it to face this way. And it shoots it out about a couple feet, so I usually place it further back. Let's see how I got a thing for, see how it shoots it. That's fine. It's a good spot. You just gotta pick it up. And actually, the 5 times you place it, you can just go really quick. It doesn't matter where you place it. And always be careful, like, just like gun violence, make sure you know what's behind. Like, if I was just looking like this, and for a second it went through it, and it was looking at something else at my base, so make sure you're not accidentally shooting something behind your target. Perfect. There we go. And then, if I want, I can just place a floor. Once again, glitch placement. Easy. Just stick a chest. I usually try to stick it right where it's falling. So like here. And then just place a absorber right on top. Because it's coming down, so it's like gonna catch it. Maybe not. Absorber. You know what? Place another floor right there. Move the chest. Put the chest here. Absorber here. Damn it. Cool. And if I really wanted to, I could just do a couple walls around the back, so that way it blocks it in. But I think that's fine. And actually, you know what? I could just do that. That would be perfect. There we go. Now it's not going to jump anywhere. It just barely made it through. As long as like a little bit of the absorber sticking through, it'll work. Perfect. So now I have, trust me, this one excavator, after a few streams, I will have so much sand, I literally won't be able to use it, enough of it. If I really want to speed this up, I can sit here and... Now, if I wanted a metric fuck ton of sand, like very fast, I would actually be able... You can set up multiple extractors on the same bedrock. So I could potentially have like 4 or 5, you know, hitting this rock at once. But this is plenty good enough. But for now, I just want to help it along. I will beat the machines. Alright, that should be fine. Yeah, I have 100 sand already. Okay, perfect. And eventually, like, I can upgrade the chest and give it more storage, but for now, that should be fine. Glass. What's this? This is also why it's important to have multiple furnaces, because shit just takes so long to craft. Max, yeah, 100 sand for 25 glass. But you can turn that 25 glass into 25. Yeah, just one of these. So 10 is 15 for 10. Oh well. Like I said, I'll eventually make more. You know what? This is working fine. Okay, merchants. It's the next step while I'm waiting on this crap to go. Alright, let's go. Now, it doesn't matter what levels the merchants are. I usually try to get them low level just so they don't die, I guess. But I will capture this mono so they're not popping out like level 20 merchants. It really doesn't matter, but keep them low level. And just I gotta keep an eye and make sure they're getting healed correctly. I mean, they should, theoretically. Yeah, I mean, he's getting healed from the bottom anyway, so it shouldn't matter. Yep. Alright, good. Good to go. Crap, how many Pokeballs do I have? None? That was smart. Oh yeah, because I made a bunch of glass instead. Alright, grab some sand. That's not a lot, but it's enough. I need to make some Pokeballs and get back up there before they start walking off into the water. Which they're about to. He's about to kill himself. No! Don't do it. It's not worth it. No! God damn it. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, stop. You know what? I gotta stop you. For a second. There we go. And my goal, I want to get about 70 merchants or so that way I can just put 10 on each island level, and then I don't have to worry about it anymore. So I always have access to them. So make a bunch of these. I'm gonna need more iron. Which, if you guys remember, I can just come over here. Get out of here, cow. Don't you moo at me. Oh, why is this chest all... Oh, it is looking funky. It's not good. Oh well, don't care. Sand. Oh shoot, I don't have my phone out for Twitch chat. If anybody has said anything, I'm really sorry. Let me fix that here. Dashboard. Manager. Chat. Okay. Alright, yeah, if anybody did say anything, go ahead and just ask it again. I'll answer it. Or if you even commented. Sand. You know, I'm gonna help it out a little bit again. Like I said, I need about 70 or so merchants. I think I already have a couple placed on some islands, so I maybe don't need that many, but I'll just do that really fast. Okay, that should be over 100. Nice. Oh, ingots, that's right. I grabbed iron ore. Yeah, look at that, over 1,000. Let's go. Don't need that shit no more. Crap. I didn't leave enough furnaces open. Oh well. Alright, while I'm waiting, let's go ahead and fix this because I don't like that. 1, 2. There's a bird stuck right up there. It's funny. You know what I can hit him with? Oh shit, that's... Oh, it's a fire arrow. I forgot about that. Ooh, I don't even think I hit the bird. Make some branch arrows. Yeah, I don't even think I'm hitting the bird. Damn. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. You know what? One more shot. One more try. Yeah, it's going right through it. I don't know what's going on, but that's fine. Excuse me. Let's go ahead and make this area caged in, just so nothing gets out. That. This is just temporary. Can't place these walls here, but that's okay. I can free place walls though. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this so that way, just in case I need to walk away for a second, I can let the merchants do their thing without worrying about them just suiciding into the water like they love to do. All right, of course I don't have room for iron. Why wouldn't I? Storage chests. Just need more iron. Okay. Alright. Now that I get a steady stream going, I can move this shit. You know what? I can this out of here. All this from some dang merchants. Yeah, look, the arrows is literally in the... It's like touching the bird, but it didn't hit it, so I don't know what's going on. Jerk. The joys of breeding. And it stinks because there's an item called a multi-sling, which will let you put items in it and it'll automatically throw something every... Like, you can set how long you want it to wait before it throws an item. It doesn't throw Pokeballs, though. So, like, there was one time I set it up to where I was like, oh, cool, I'll put the multi-sling here. It'll throw Pokeballs every 4 or 5 seconds. And I can have an auto-catching breeding area, and it literally won't throw Pokeballs. It's like the only item. It sucks. Thought it was so clever. So I wouldn't have to sit here and do this. Now another way you can do it is just let them breed and let them just kind of populate the room, and then come back and just start chucking a bunch as they're walking around and stuff. Let's go get a count. I have 2, 5, 10, 11. Plus the one on there. Yeah, I need another 60. Jeez. I'll probably end up making myself some armor today as well, because I've been running around with nothing on but a king hat. Okay. Pokeballs. Yeah, see, they'll just populate. Actually, before I catch these guys, I should probably talk to them and see if they're selling anything. It's like an offhand thing, and then just catch them. They don't sell shit. I'm really looking for the 100 Pokeballs. They may not be on this island. Could be the next one. A level 3 instead of a level 2. I could have sworn they sold that. Ooh, udon. 70, it's 70 food. Yeah, it's not bad. 20 of these. If you haven't noticed, my money's gone way up. I have 10 million now, so not bad. Not bad. Bounced around. Aha! See, this is why birches are good, because they sell certain materials in stacks of 100. So instead of wasting 500 iron, I could just buy this stack for 100,000 gold. Easy peasy. Ooh, shamans. Yeah, that's really good. Now I don't have to sit there and wait for it either. I also got to keep an eye on, so there's a mission for obtaining certain fish. Where is it? Fish collector. So if I see a merchant that's selling any of these 5, whale shark, paraba, arowana, tuna, or sunfish, I want to buy one because it'll unlock this mission before I have to go actually catch them. There we go. Titanium, that's good. Don't worry about the, what's the, enchantment. Like, that doesn't matter as much as just the fact that I can get 100 of it by buying it instead of having to go find it. This gets good. Yeah, catfish, that's not one of them. Antidote. I think I should grab these. Detoxify. No, because this is after you get poisoned, so I'll buy a few of them. Buy 5. This only affects after you've been poisoned, but you want to, if you see the poison or the I forget what the actual name is, but like the anti-poisoning one, the one where it prevents you from getting poisoned, that's the better one. Because then you just pop it before you go to the poison island, and you won't take area damage or get poisoned at all. Feather, eagle ray, no, it's not one of them. Oh, I probably should have looked at that fried shrimp, but that's okay. Plenty of opportunities to grab food. See? And then also just take into effect, like, sometimes food will have not a great enchantment on it. Like, if I ate one of those, I would lose movement speed and air movement speed and attack speed. Don't like that. Even if it's got somewhat decent, like, healing properties, just always check the enchantment. Make sure you're not buying bad stuff. And I'm checking bird feathers for decent enchantments, because you can make a magic hat from a bird feather, and piece of amber, and sheep's wool. So if you get something, you can force this hat to have a good enchantment on it from the feather. So just kind of checking those. Plus they're used for a bunch of other shit too, so not a bad idea. Ah, see? Glass. 100. Gangster. I don't have to wait for it. Yeah, merchants are OP. Yeah, no, I'm not buying gotcha coins right now. There we go, race ball. That's good, because it's 200 health, 150 mana. Don't worry about the... At a certain point, you don't really use food for the hunger anymore. You use it for its healing abilities, because most of the food, even... This is a level 5 food, and it's already doing so much good stuff. Like the adding to... It's healing you, it's got the mana, max stamina, all that shit. So it's like, it's crazy that even basic food is so good. So you know, I'm gonna buy that. The villager bat. I was waiting to find one of these, so I'll buy it and just to show you guys, because it's so fun to use. So it's like a baseball bat, but oh, I need two-handed. Dang. You know what? Screw it. I may just pop it. Grab a two-handed thing just because it's fun. Oh, I'm out of food space. Alright, there we go. I need to start catching some of these guys. There's a lot of them. If you get lucky, sometimes a Pokeball will touch 2 of them at the same time, and it'll catch both for 1 ball. But they gotta be like right next to each other. I'll take a bunch of glass as much as I can get, because I use a lot of glass walls, so not a bad idea. Oops. Hold on. See how they're stacking like that? That is not good. Means they're not dying fast enough for some reason. Shit. you know what you can do? Just pause this breeding for half a second and let them reset. Don't know why that's happening. $32. Okay. Yeah, not sure what that's all about, but I don't like that. So, okay, the one up top is fine. Not sure why that's doing that. Branch arrow, branch arrow. Yeah, I can get my arrows back. Okay, let me check this part. Okay, that's good. Yeah, don't know why it was doubling up on the monos down here. I may have to lower the health a tiny bit. Or total, lower the health of these two over here instead of 32s. Maybe, like 20, like 27s or something like that. They may just not be getting healed. Or, they may be, a little bit too healthy. Who knows? But, until I have to actually fix it, come back to this. Pokeballs, activate. There we go. Ooh, autosave. That's why I was like, what? Uh-oh, why am I lagging? Alright, grab some more Pokeballs. That's good. Bass, iron. Iron. 64, that should be good for now. Okay, so I have 6, 10, 44, 45. Alright, so I need about another 20. See how that one ball got two? It's nice. Character's hungry. Okay, almost there. Yeah, 57. Not bad. Ooh, poop. Somebody's got feces. Goblins. Job, goblin. Alright, well, that's going again. I'm gonna start getting furniture together. I want stone floors. No, I want wood floors, stone walls. I am gonna make another furniture workbench. Screw it. Excuse me. Copper, you bastard. Sand, of course. Nice. See? Just a few minutes of working and that thing's got so much sand. Just make sure this, I always like to double check things, make sure they're all working correctly, which it is. Still cutting. Good, nothing got broken. Still got materials. Let's go. Walls. I love that style of wall, the plaster walls. So sick. They're like these ones, but just cheaper to make. Or same thing, I guess. I just like these ones. They look nicer. You can also make all kinds of different materials. I just always stick with the same ones because it just looks nice to me. But I see people use a lot of different materials and they look good. I'm so sorry. It's tired. Okay. Yeah, there's even like artificial grass. Grass. It's awesome. A few of these. Okay. I think that's enough. 2, 4, 6, 8. Now I gotta get a few more than that. Bank shot. Oh, I didn't get that one. $12, 70. All right, that's 70 right there. Perfect. This guy for luck. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I'm trying to think in my head, because I want to build like an area for where my merchants are going to stand. So I usually do like a 2x3 like this, and then I have like a doorway coming in, and then I have areas for them to be sectioned off, because since they look the exact same, it's hard to differentiate between the ones that you've talked to and the ones you haven't yet, like when you come through to buy. So you want to make sure that you separate them out so you don't have to worry about guessing which ones you've talked to yet. Just see what I mean. So I have walls, floors. I think I grabbed floors, right? Did I grab floors? Grab floors. All right. 6 times 7 is 54. Yeah, that should be fine. So I have walls, or floors, walls, any foundations. Let's go ahead and make the stone walls. I call them foundations, but you don't really need them, but still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 times 7. Let's just do 80 to make sure. Okay, and then I need something to separate them from each other. So I used to use fences. You can make fences in the game. I used to use those, but they don't intersect very nicely, so sometimes they get jumbled up. So I'm trying to think what I used the last time. Yeah, I used these things, but they don't interact with each other very well because you have to like stack them basically, and then they occupy the same spot, and then they don't like that though. I used to use these, but you know what? I could have sworn there was something. Maybe I'm crazy. There's an item that like it was a small, like maybe a few inches high. This thing. No, that's a rooftop. No. It looks like this though. Damn, why can't I remember what it is? It was these things right here. Boom. The wainscoting. Or wainscoting, whatever the hell you want to call it. because what you can do when you place it, it acts like a little barrier that those merchants can't walk past, and it keeps them in their own spot. So it's really good. All right. Get rid of all this now. Boom. Okay, let's get all this. Oh, stop it. And because sometimes I forget things, I'm going to bring a furniture workbench with me, just in case I need to just quickly make something. So I don't have to come back to base or all that. Yeah, this is definitely bugging me, like that the ones on the outside are not getting collected. I'm going to have to try to think of a way to fix that, but that'll come in time. Okay, alright, let's do this. Let's go to... I don't need it on island level 0, they sell really bad stuff, so I just start with level 1. Okay. I'm gonna make sure that just go in the order that I'm gonna be building something, so that, floors, walls. There we go, these ones. These things. Maze cutting. Oh, I didn't build doorways. That's what I was trying to do. For doorways, I don't use actual doorways. They're really small. So I use these things, the arches. You can do doorways without a door on it, but I just like using these better, so let's make a bunch of these. Cool. Alright, let's get started. Oh yeah, I did already have a merchant start right here. Okay. This way. I think I accidentally placed one under the sand, so sometimes you can see it, or quote-unquote see it with the rod, but maybe it didn't? Oh, there it is. I just saw it. Yeah. You can sometimes accidentally place under things, like that is now 1 square down, so it's nice having the retriever rod to help get stuff back. Come on. Stupid rock. Yeah, I know it's gonna break. Oh, that's not even what I was supposed to be, but that's fine. And this. Oh, I can actually place it there and then move the wall. Nice. Oh, it's wainscoting, so it's supposed to go almost. There we go. And this is basically the front door. Oh. You know what? I'll just make the inner side for both sides. That way it looks nice. Cool. Yep, so then I just gotta throw the walls around. And you don't have to do it this way. You can do it however you want. But I just do it this way because then whenever I come to this island to look for things to buy, what I can do is just come right up in here and then go talk to 2 guys in here, jump over here, talk to the guys in here, same thing all around. And then it gives me pretty good access to most of their inventory. Sometimes you have to leave and come back if you want to reset them. See? Just like that. And now, they'll never go anywhere else. They'll be stuck here forever. And then you just come through and talk to them. So, soup. Steel. Alright, so the things I'm mostly looking for are stacks of materials, like steel. I don't really have to worry about iron as much, because now I have access to a bunch of iron. I'm also looking for the monster prisms, the Pokeball things. So I wanna buy as many of those as I can find soon, and then any food and or any weapons that are better than what I'm holding. So that food's not great. We are on a level 1 island, so they may not have decent access to stuff, but they do have access to some important items. So something that is very important. These explosive barrels, they're used for one thing and one thing only, and it's for making those destruction buttons for the islands. And destruction buttons, they cost some ridiculous stuff. So it takes 10 of a certain monster. It's the hell chickens. They're literally oversized, like gigantic chickens that are on the hell islands. You need to offer up an Anubis, like a caught one. 50 of these barrels, and then 10 and 1 batteries and cogs. But like these 3 right here are the hardest things to get, so it's like anytime I see these barrels, I'm gonna buy some. So it's a pretty rare. Oh, ran out of space. Is that food? The fuck? Oh, okay. So yeah, that's how that works. Oh, see, I already talked to that guy. That's why I separate them, because it just makes it easier to tell. Yeah, and I already talked to this guy, so okay, on to the next. Nope, not much. That's okay. I didn't really expect these guys to really have too much to offer me. That's okay. I always want to double check. Also, they're good to have too, because so for NPC quests, sometimes certain guys, so like the warrior guy, he'll ask for items with certain enchantments. So this is good because a lot of these items are sold in stacks of 100. So if you find something that, like, if he's asking for items that have smith as a thing, you can just come buy a stack of 100 and give him however many he needs, and then you'll have leftovers as well. So if he ever asks for that again specifically, you already have it. So it's not a bad idea. Also, this is a good stack of feathers to have with Anubis on there, because it has attack, magic attack, max life, and mana. So let's go ahead and get those. Talk to these guys, and then move on to the next island, do the same thing. Nothing. You know what, might as well buy it because I don't have anything else on at the moment. Alright, cool. Yeah, I'll put that amulet on because it'll give me a little bit of a boost. Might as well until I make something better. Cool, and that's literally how I do that. And you don't have to put like a door here because they won't be able to get past this wainscoting. Stupid idiots. But yeah, that's that. And then I just take this crap on me, and eventually, oh, I need food. Eventually, I will come back to this island so I can kill the dragon that's up there. So that'll be fun. Just need a couple more things. Oh yeah, and you can rename your islands as well. So I rename home base, and eventually I'll make notes. So like as I get to these higher levels, and I start finding high level bosses that I need to farm, I'll change, like, say if this boss was here, I could change it to, say it was located, the boss I wanted was in a dungeon at like C3 or something. I would put C3 and then the initials of the boss. So if it was like a Grim Reaper, it'd be GR. Or GR, and then I'd put the level like that he spawns at. So if it's 90 plus, I just 90, whatever the plus sign is, 90 plus, and then that way I know anytime I need to go fight the Grim Reaper at a high level, I'll just go to that island. And then what I can do is set up a teleporting pad right outside that dungeon, so where I can just teleport right there, go into the dungeon and farm them, and then that's it. Enter the name. This was mountains, I think. Damn it. Island of residence, island of mountain. Oh, it only has a limited space to rename, so I don't know why it let me. Okay, whatever. It's fine. It's not like I'm going to use it for anything. Okay, so this one's good. Home base. I will also have a merchant thing at my home base, so I might as well set that up. And you know what? I'm probably going to put that in a different spot than what I was thinking. I may end up putting it over here next to the iron. Yeah, I might end up putting it like right here in this little area. Since this guy already spawns here, why not? Yeah, let's go ahead and let's do that. Yeah, it should be perfect. Damn, it's gonna have to be up in the air. Damn. Yeah, I can't even place it there. Could do the placement glitch, but I don't want to. Not for this part. Actually, you know what? No, because that's right where my base is. Fuck, this is gonna be annoying. Screw it. That's where they'll be. Yes, I know it's gonna break. You don't have to tell me every time I swing it. Sweet. Oh yeah, merchants. Get out of here, bird. Stupid idiot. You get a nice little grass patch. There you go, buddy. Cool. Alright, these guys are on a level 2 island, so should offer some different stuff. Let's see what you got. There we go. Start getting some better stuff. Not a huge improvement, but a little bit better. Spy pod. Butter chicken curry. Not bad for a mana potion. 300 mana. I only have 150. I'm eventually gonna have to get food that gives me good boost, but I can wait until higher levels or higher level islands. Because there's some stuff that gives you like 600, like health and mana and stuff like that. All right, I think after this I have enough glass for a while. Sweet. More barrels. That's good. Because it takes 50 of those to make one button. Yeah, that's good. Come on, sell me Pokeballs. It'll be on level 3 or higher. It would be nice if this island did, then I wouldn't have to leave this island to go get them. Aha, see? Told you. Sweet. Sweet. Double stack of steel. Let's go. Let's go. This guy, you get a promotion. That's right, we talked about that. See what I mean by it's hard to tell which ones are which? Excuse me. There we go. Just like that. 200 Pokeballs. Also, if you ever see these guys selling those gold coins or whatever, never buy them because they're selling them more than you can sell them for. So you'd be wasting money. Cool. All right, there we go. I got what I wanted. Pokeballs. Probably could have started on this island with merchants and bought them from there instead of making my own a bunch. Well, oh well. Okay, I need to do my storage up because I am running out of space. I need to actually set chests where they're gonna be for certain things. Actually, no, I won't, because I'm gonna wait until I get diamond chests, because I can already make those. I just gotta get some diamonds. Oh, I can't make them yet. Never mind. I think that's the next stage. But still, I'm just gonna wait. Come on, I want to see if the cactus will get absorbed or not. Okay, come on. Alright, screw it. Don't really care. Okay. Merchants. Keep going on the other ones. And I won't keep checking every single inventory. Once I find some dash pads. Because this is the only other thing I want to grab right now. Because those are fun to play with. Plus I make traveling really fast. Floor. Buy some platinum. Marijuana. Just need one. See? I'm pretty sure all the fish except for the sunfish get sold by the merchants at some point, so pretty easy mission to do, as long as you know how to use the merchants. People always think that, like, when I tell them about this, they're like, oh, isn't that like cheating or breaking the game? Like, the game wants you to do this. Otherwise, the developers wouldn't have made these guys breedable. And on the Discord, the developers actually said that one of the strategies for getting, I don't have any in this guide, but those gacha coins, the best way to do it is literally going to a level 4 island, breeding up 100 of these merchants, and then putting them all out, because you could only have 100 on one island at a time, and then finding the ones that sell those gacha coins, and then separating them off, and then and so it's like they want you to do this. So if anybody's like, oh, I'm not going to do that, that's not how you're supposed to play, like, they don't, like, you're supposed to play however you want. The only thing I do consider, like, full-on cheating is you can duplicate items by, like, exiting the game before it saves fully. That's, to me, that's cheating, like, obviously. But doing this stuff, all part of the game. Aha, finally, poisonous arrows. Okay, so there's 3 types. There's poisonous, toxic, and then venomous. And they do the same thing, they're just different strengths. So right next to where it has its name, it'll say attack 5 and then poison. So if each time you hit something with an arrow for 10 seconds, each second it takes 250 damage. So it'll do like 2,500 damage for one arrow over 10 seconds. So these things are crazy OP. And then this is actually, those are the weakest ones. The next ones up are 500 per tick, and then the best ones are 750 per tick. So you can do 7,500 damage over 10 seconds with one arrow, which is insane. And it stacks. So like if I'm sitting here and like blasting a boss like with 20 arrows, it'll be doing like a bunch of damage per second. And they go down very fast. Super useful. Yeah, 100 excavators, what the heck do I need that for? Tilapia, I don't think that's one. Yeah, it wasn't. It's fine. Ooh, a katana. Those are fun to use. So these are seeds. They're random, so if I just bought one just to show you. They're in the food. I think. Yeah. So what you have to do is if it has a question mark, it's a random one. So you have to activate it. So I use it, and it'll give you a random seed. So I think I got that one. And yeah, that's how those work. So if you wanted to, come on. Oh, wrong guy. Although this guy is selling a wizard staff, I'll buy it. This is another wizard staff. Wait, which one's better? Wait, 360? Shit, I think I bought the wrong one. 290. Yeah, I bought the wrong one. Oh well. Can always buy better ones later on. Okay, so, but yeah, if I bought, it has a random chance to be any level 6 or lower seeds. But seeds go up to level 12, so these aren't that special. Amberjack. No, it was arowana. I already got one of those. Nothing good. And once again, we're only on a level 4 island, so it's about medium status. So these aren't going to be like super amazing items. Level 6 and 7 islands sell really good stuff. Come on, talk to me, bro. Jeez. Titanium, that's good. Fire arrows. These. If you ever forget what something needs, or what you can make out of it, I always come here and double check. Yeah, you know what? I might as well buy another stack script. It's used for a lot of crap, so. Oh, tuna. Boom. Need that. Back. Oops, sorry guys, I'm back. My controller decided to die on me and it didn't tell me it was low on batteries. Okay. Let's go ahead and get out of this guy, talk to this guy. Should be the last one. Yeah. Alright, cool. On to the next one. Well, only one more I can actually get to. Okay, so try not to build the thing right where you spawn in, because then you'll just spawn underneath it. So let's go right here. Oops. Where did I place that? That's weird. I heard it place it another wainscoting, but I don't know where it went. Oh well. And if these monos do end up bothering you, or me, I can always place that talisman flags and prevent them from respawning. And they won't ever be there again. But I can do that later if I want. You know what? Let me talk to these people before I throw out the second guy, so I know exactly who I was talking to already. Also, platinum. Love that stuff. That's good. Palladium, that's for later. Yeah. Sweet. That was a good mission. Equipment gotcha. That's good. I also need material gotchas and regular ones. There's 3 types. See how these research samples are now like called flawless instead of scratched and damaged? It's because they're becoming there. It's a level 9 item now. Ah, poison arrows. The better ones though. Okay. Top. Hanging on to him. Diamond pickaxe. Let's go. All right. Yeah, let's buy that one. Buy a couple of these. Wait till I see a diamond pickaxe or regular axe. Sauerkraut. Yes. Okay, I would buy. Oh, I would buy the sauerkraut normally because it's very good for the mana. Like it gives you plus 300 mana, but this has minus physical chance and attack speed. So scratch that. And those green monos are really making me mad, or the blue monos are making me mad. Okay, meteor axe. Those are good if you're a dual wielding guy, because you can dual wield 2 of those. Really strong. I already got a diamond pickaxe. Alright, got one of those. Futumaki. Oh, this one's fantastic if you're an attack. Well, actually both attack and magic, because if you look where it's underneath the where it says cook food, it says it gives you 100 health, 50 mana, 35 hunger, and then it gives you plus 200 attack, plus 25 defense, plus 200 magic attack, and max stamina. So this thing is like a across the board like a good boost, but it costs a lot. It's 4 million for the whole stack, which it might actually be worth it. But I want to buy these teleport potions first. I think, you know what, I'll buy 50 of these. This is why having money is really important, so you can just buy this stuff. Alright, there we go. Oh, poop. So the Futumaki that I just grabbed, that'll be good if like I'm going in to fight a stronger boss. Just eating one of those every 30 seconds. Okay, so you have this as Toxic Arrows. It does 500 poison damage per tick, so it's really good. Bunch of bass, sweet sunfire fish. That one's okay. Gives you max health. I guess it's alright. Diamond ingot. Yep. Hot dogs. You're gonna want to buy these. At least one stack. It's used for an item called dog food. It's a little complicated, but it takes annoying things to make. Oh, this is the one that takes all the chicken, not the other thing. But what you do whenever you fight Anubis, the big boss Anubis, he gains a level. So he can max out at like 200 something, but you want to continuously farm him for the items he drops because they're really good. But he gets to a point where he's too strong, so you can hit him with this stuff. It's called dog food. It lowers his level by 5 levels every time you hit him with this. So you want to eventually have to be able to make these. So anytime you see hot dogs, I just buy a stack. That's it. Cool. Then this guy. Hey, what are you doing in here? Hey. Hey. Get out of there. Yeah, follow me, you jerk. Bitch. Oh. Come on. Come on. Alright. So let me show you how good that food is. So I only did like a little less than quarter health. Now I did about half. So I basically doubled my damage by eating that piece of food. Yay, there we go. Okay. I can throw out the cup of rest. Oh, I do have it equipped. Okay. Talk. Oh, bouillabaisse? Oh, fuck yeah. Good. This is for magic attack. Max. Yeah, let's buy that. Boar mask. That's good for dual wielders. Toxic dash pads. There we go. 4 mil. Don't have enough. Can buy 50. These are fantastic. Oh, he even had 2 of them. Pizza's great too, so let's buy as many of those as I can. That's good for hunger because it gives you 90 per pizza. So this is really good to eat instead of sandwiches and stuff. Alright, well, I guess I can only do 15. Whatever. There we go. Okay. That was that. Now I gotta let my money come back by being at base before I can buy anything else. But this is why I always tell people, make sure you get your merchants going. He's sending to the afterlife. Let me eat the merchants. What's up, Demon Lord? How you doing, bud? Yeah, and if you're just tuning in, this is like my main base area. I just moved my base over here yesterday. This is an area where looks really complicated, but all it does is collect iron and turn the iron into ingots and then cogs for me. I may have to replace this chest. See how it's kind of leaning a little weird? I don't know why it's doing that. But yeah, so it collects a bunch of iron for me, and then it makes the iron into ingots. And you can't see it because I blocked it off, but this room has a chest connected to a workbench where the workbench is making the cogs for me, and then this chest is just collecting it. So anytime I need cogs, I can just come over here and grab them. And then I also have that merchant set up over here somewhere too. Yeah, these are some merchants. And eventually I'll have walls on my base, but this will be like the front entrance right here. This little wheat area. They get absorbed through the floor. And then this chest is where everything is in. So it's collecting the wheat. These cooking pots are making the wheat flour. And then the aging facilities are making the bioethanol. So this chest will always have these items in it. Super useful. This over here is my log farm. So the green monos are really important because they heal things. So you want to have them fall into the water. And then it can heal these trees that are getting cut right here. But they get healed faster than they can die. So this will always produce logs, straw, and coconuts. Which coconuts are only used to make more of those trees, so not a big deal. Oh yeah, I gotta put my giraffe back up. So this area, when you finally get to making pets, this area is good because pet giraffes drop poop really fast. So I just make them wait, and then chests will grab all their poop. Super useful, because you need poop for later. And then, got my breeding area over here. So this looks a little complicated, but same setup as over there by the trees. I have these green monos that fall into the water. And then these jack-o'-lanterns, they're producing pumpkins really fast, which gets sucked into this market. And being sold every 5 minutes for a lot of money. This is my battery farm. Pretty easy. You just gotta have it next to where the healing is. Because they take damage while they're on the wheel. See how he just got healed. And this is like my breeding area. So when I want to catch more things, like I was making a bunch of merchants, I have these floors down, but when I want to kill something, I just take the floors away and they fall into the water and die, and the materials get pulled into here for whatever I end up needing. Yeah, that's that. Oh, and then the big cooking pot upstairs because so it heals from up top and from bottom as well. No, I'm good. Don't need any pets. Okay, so now that I have my merchant set up, I have a bunch of stuff to play with. Bunch of decent food. I'll just show you what these look like. Why they're so much fun. So they work just like Mario Kart, like fast forward spots. So if you touch it, pew, go really far. So it's a good way to get around your base quicker. So if I wanted, I could put one like here or something. So if I wanted to get over there fast, I can just like that. But for now, I don't want to do that because they're really easy to like accidentally touch like right on the corner, and you're like, fuck, I don't want to do that. So as I make my base bigger and stuff, I'll eventually end up putting these down. But for now, it's all the way over there. What I'd like to do is I build myself basically a spot where, like if I come right here, actually, you know what? I don't want to use those kind of floors for this. I'm going to use, I'm basically going to make a path that leads me up to that thing up there, because that's where Anubis is. And you need him for increasing your stats and stuff by giving him these things. Slates of growth. Okay, but I want to make him with wait, where is it? I want to do these. Probably should have done more than 10. There's that. Ooh, chat. I also play Craftopia, level 54. You run a shop. Like, when you say you run a shop, like as in the game or in real life? I'm gonna probably need a bunch. So let's do 40 of these. Oh, you probably mean like you have a bunch of things that you let other people come onto your world and buy. Got it. Okay. Yeah, this is and then as far as level wise, I know I'm only 17, but this is my 1, 2, 3, like 5th or 6th character. So yeah, I've definitely hit the level cap a lot before. Okay, so floors. Ceiling, snatch mats. Okay. So let's say right here. Screw it. This is gonna annoy me if I get it the wrong spot. Is that straight to it? Yeah, it looks straight. Okay, let's do. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying about like running a shop, to where if like newer players need help doing something, they can just come grab you, or you can just get it for them. And, oh, I got it. That's cool. Alright, I can't tell if that's going to be a good spot. Yeah, pretty soon I'll be able to start capturing bosses here. I just gotta unlock the next age for the advanced machine factory. Then I can start building this chain bolts. Oh yeah, this is what I was grabbing. Why do I not have enough space? Okay. So then the dash pads are really, really fun because of this. Okay, put another one like right here. Here. Don't want to fling myself off the edge though. Perf. Cool, because then you can just put one like right here and it'll stop you from going that way. Boom. Nope. Oh, that was close. Okay. Alright, so the reason I wanted the helicopter is I need to go out there and see which I really hope this is the right spot. Oh no, oh no. Oh crap. There we go. Sweet, that's actually nice. Oops. Stop pushing me off the edge, damn. Oh my goodness. Oh god damn it. And the helicopter's up there. There we go. This game could be a little frustrating. Okay, let me grab this. I think that's right, and that's gonna line up with that. So let's hope that goes. Gonna continue watching the stream. Feel free to come by. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, bro, that sounds cool. I probably won't do it on the stream, but yeah, once I end, I'll let you, if you're still here at the end, I'll let you know, and that'd be cool. Okay, come on. Why is this not doing it? No, come on. Shit. Oh my god. This is frustrating as fuck. Okay. Of course my helicopter's up top too. Awesome. Yeah, and then yeah, I definitely have a couple characters that are like that, where it's if somebody was like, I need this, I'd be like, all right, give me 2 minutes. Okay, let's do this again. Shit, did that wrong. Okay. Start going up again. think I'm off by 1 space, but that's okay. I can't tell which height is the correct height. Oh well, I'll find out. Let's go. No. Jesus. So good at falling on this game. Sweet. Perfect height. Alright. Still eat all these other ones. Go add some of those dash pads. Alright, that's all of them. Just probably go grab yellow herbs and all the other stuff I need for auto potions, because I need my stamina potions bad, bro. Yeah, for real, people don't play anymore because it left Game Pass back like in September or something like that, and it like dropped, and so many people just dropped the game after Game Pass, and I was so mad because this is literally one of my favorite games. Like, I did give it a break after it came off Game Pass, but I was watching this guy's stream the other day, this dude MK, and I don't know, just gave me the hankering to want to play again, so I was like, screw it, I'm making a new playthrough. Because I have another stream on my YouTube, but I didn't use my mic, so it's just kind of boring. But it's got a bunch of good stuff in it. And then this one I was like, screw it, I'll use my mic, just so I can explain as I'm doing stuff, just in case new people are watching. Because I remember when I first started playing this game, I was so lost. Let's see how far away those are. Boom, I think that's perfect. Oh wow, that really stops you. Maybe I'll just have to jump on that last part. Yeah, it's fine. Slows me down. Alright, what do I wish for? More stamina, please. Bet you I'll get some mana. Helicopter. Like, so bad. Oh well. Oh, I left one in the air up there. Oh well. Oh wow. Yeah, same here. I ended up buying it too. I was hoping it would eventually come back to Game Pass, but I'm pretty sure it won't. But if it does, oh well. Not a big loss. Just be more people to play with. Oh yeah, exits X. How did an egg get all the way over here? So it was a bird that died from the rotating saw. Weird. Flower? Yeah, see, what the heck? How did wheat flower get all the way over here? Whatever. Always double check, make sure everything's working, nothing died. Good to go. Always good. Yeah, like what the heck? How are there eggs over here? These guys are still going strong, that's good. The trees somehow got closer together. I don't know how that works. That's okay. Cool. 53 poop. Let's go. Okay. Rats. Forget what I was gonna work on. Okay, so let me check my notes. Build a cooking pot. Did that. Breed the merchants. Did that. Make Pokeballs. Got that. Did the dash pads. Make staircase up to Anubis. Okay, I already did that. Alright, well I did everything I wanted to for the stream, but I don't feel like getting off right now. It's only been 2 hours. What else can I work on? I can inventory manage. That's what I can do. Let's get the animals over here. Sort seeds. I think it's because I only stacked with 3 high instead of 4 high. It's not grabbing the bottom layer or something. Oh well. Can always change that later. But for now, let's make some chests. Let's just do 10. Okay, seeds. Yeah, get rid of that for now. And I'm going to start using my mage staff instead of using swords. Equip. Yeah, because now my magic attack is almost 400. That's not great. It's not bad. Arrows, if I want to go cheese some bosses. Equip that instead. Oh, okay, now my attack is over 404. Cool. Okay, I need an NPC box for their fetch quest items, which I can just put... You know what? Grab this. Grab that. Okay. These boxes can be moved up. There we go. No, that's still not right. Damn it. Oh my god. Fuck this game. Let me just look at it. There we go, finally. Jeez. Jeez Louise. It'd be great if it went back on Game Pass. Yeah. I did it. I threw the eggs out there. Yeah. I don't know how it happens, but sometimes the game physics will just like... Something from over here will be way over there for no reason. It's like, what the heck? Oh, I need more space, of course. Okay. I think I'm going to do regular ores over on this side, and all the enchanted stuff on the other. Dangerous and dried. I'll just remove all the enchantments for now. Worry about those later. Actually, I need to make a bunch of stuff out of the diamond right now. Oh, I haven't unlocked the diamond pick stuff, so I can't even make the axe yet. So, screw it. And these are facing the wrong way, so bitch. Okay. the chests. Okay. Iron. Iron. Stone. Diamond. Glass. Saved. These also. Wash away, wash away. Put those in there. Palladium. Wash. This. Okay. Should probably organize it too. There we go. And then this will be the enchanted. And the better stuff. Okay. Specials box. I need to put the. Is he even lined up right? Okay, I guess it is lined up. Hey, that's sweet. Okay, let's get a Revenant. There we go. Okay. Probably take that. I have no space. Awesome. Oh yeah, building stuff, that's why. Can I fit a furniture workbench there? Nice. Little furniture corner. Because I think I want to make these into actual doors. Oh, of course it's not centered. Shit. Alright, you know what? I can just stack these chests if I want. Eventually I'll make them into diamond chests so it won't matter. Yeah, that's fine. I hate the way this stuff works. Storage. I wish it would still show the blue outline while it's being hidden by something. Be nice. What's up, Reach? Message you. Oh, what's up, dude? Yeah, I saw. I just haven't opened it yet. I'm watching your stream. By the way, followed you. Sweet. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Yeah, I feel like anytime I post the looking for group, I know that my friends list probably sees that, and they're probably really annoyed. So I appreciate you actually checking it out, dude. If you haven't played this game, I highly suggest it. It isn't on Game Pass anymore, so it's not free. But hey, for $25, I've put a ridiculous amount of time into this game, so for me it's totally worth it. Let's put all these back. And then right now I'm kind of doing the boring part of just managing all my stuff. But I will get to the fun stuff here in a little bit. But for now I do have to do this or else I have no space. Copper. Okay, I think at the bottom chest I'll do all the stuff, batteries, that. Okay. To top chest. iron, iron. Okay. Back to the bottom. This. Good. Alright, those are good. This can be building materials. No, not offer. Wash. Game is great. Oh, that's right. We did play this together. I have the hardest time remembering what games I met people on, because I always end up adding a bunch of friends on all the games. So, day 253. Damn, that's not bad. 253. Yeah, I'm only on 53 on this guy. I wish there was a way to like control how slow or fast like the night cycle was, or the day cycle and stuff. This can be. I'll probably need more storage eventually. But that's okay for now. Grab those. Start making walls. Guess I pushed that one. That's okay. Everything fit. That's great. And I can do more doorways and stuff later. But start building building my areas in my house. Yeah, that should be good. Okay. I think I want my food to be in a different room. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it. Because this will basically be my big crafting room with my furnaces and stuff, and then have all my storage. I may actually just make a staircase somewhere. Like, have it be here. Of course, I put all away my building materials. Take this. Just for concept. And then even go up like this, and then have a this. Alright. And then have like a second floor like right there. And do it like this. And then have something up here, and this be like my kitchen or something like that. But I'll figure it out later. For now, I can just leave that as it is. Stream a little bit. You can check it out later if you want. Oh yeah, heck yeah, Revenant. For sure. Here, let me view your info. Follow you back. Sweet. Oh yeah, you do stream a lot of stuff. Roblox, Fortnite. That's cool. Okay, man. Yeah, if once I get off of your streaming, I'll definitely check it out. Cool. Okay. Oh, that's right. I needed a spot to put my food, so just put a chest up here. This will all get fleshed out later. It looks really bad right now, but I will fix it. Food. This. It's really just more the fish, but. And then teleport potions, awesome. Thank God I got those. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. And that. Okay. Organize. Feces over here. Okay. Alright, food's good. NPC box, that's what I was looking for. This will be my NPC box. There's, okay, animal drops. Take all these, take all this. Not bad. 100. Need 400 more. Oh, jeez. It's alright. Comes with time. Food's good. I need a refining bench. Don't need it yet, but I need to make one. It's right there. Stone and iron. Oh, I don't have enough stone. I don't really have a stone farm, so not like it's hard to get. Oh, none there. I am gonna have to redo that chest. It looks like it's about to fall off. Alright, stone. Good, I don't need sand. Crimson Lord, is that your gamer tag? Because I am down to play this game, like, with other people. I just want to have this be like a solo playthrough. I'm down to play with other characters, though. Should be enough. Oh, I have a skill point that I definitely didn't notice. That's cool. Oh, that's dope. I never even noticed that as a skill. So basically, if you just don't eat, you gain magic attack. That's cool. Crit chance, crit damage, and total attack. Wow, that's actually great. I just can't eat during the day. Stupid. Yeah, let's keep going on magic. Get mana siphon now. Yeah, that's cool. That's good. Actually, no, that's going to be a bad spot for the staircase, because this is supposed to be my front entrance, and that's going to be blocking it. So I'll probably have to go from this side? Yeah, go from this side. Yep, same thing, just different side. Yeah, that's fine. Instead, if I wanted to, I could just put walls here. Yeah, that's good. Cool. And I'm hungry again, of course. Alright, frying bench. Where am I gonna put that? I can put that here. Yeah, so I can put a chest in that corner, I guess. Yeah, it's great. Hey, what the heck? Oh no. Jerk. Somebody's got a loud car. Sweet. Okay. Now I have storage for my, these things. Can I fit a chest, another chest here in the corner? No? Yes. That is awesome. Sweet. I'll figure out what to store in there eventually. Okay. Let's go ahead and do some missions. Knock on island level 5. Alright, that's easy. It's to the next island. Oh yeah, I need to place those, the teleport thing. You know what? For now, it's going here. I don't really have a good spot for it yet. Yeah, and this could just kind of... Good enough. Cogs, of course. Cogs, bioethanol, and money. Well, I have about half my money back from what I spent earlier, so that's good. That's why I'm losing so much hunger. I totally forgot that doing this, the dash, lowers your hunger. I was like, why am I always so hungry? It's because I'm doing that all the time. There we go. Hell Island. Poison. That's good. Then I can kill a Hydra. That's not a Hell Island. I need a level 7 Hell Island. Oh, that's good for Fafnir. Ominous Island. That's the end game. 7. There we go. Perfect. That's all I needed. Okay, and then I can open these at my leisure because I have all the islands unlocked that I need. Level 5 and level 7 Hell. Level 7 Bridge Island for Faf. The endgame. This has fishing spots I know about, so that's good. Hydra. I may need a level 7 for a higher level Hydra, but for now, those are all the islands I really need. Low level dragon, maybe a higher level dragon too. Yeah, let's do it this way. Oh, I'm out of cocks. Never mind. Well, that was that. That was good. Oh, I have to go there. Visit Hell. Well, let me empty my inventory because the first trip I'm going to be gathering a lot of crap. Yeah, I need to get rid of a lot of this stuff. Regular things. High-end things. There we go. I need a box for animal drops. Let's go with it. Nope, that's NPCs. I may move this and put this somewhere else. Maybe I'll raise it up and put some storage. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But for now, animal drops can go here. Ash, I guess. Bones, leather. This. Rags. Okay, limestone. Come back over here. That's good. Let's just get rid of all these enchantments. This. Limestone's a path of mine. That's good. Strong. This can go in there too. Stone. Okay, I get rid of iron. That should be fine. I don't think I need batteries either. Okay. So I have my land pet. None of that. I have my food. Yeah, I got plenty of food. This shit can get gotten rid of. Building's fine. This I need to get rid of. Crap. Get rid of that. Oh, that's the only thing. Put the water away. That's not water. Cool. Need a box for weapons. Probably that back one. just throw those in there. Okay, cool. Now I'm ready to go to hell. Make sure your hotbar set up as well, just to make life easier. Okay, food. Alright, this is just for my hunger. This is just for hunger. Seafood. Boost magic. Booyah base. Boost magic. I won't use these yet. Okay. Sick. Alright. Revenant's live. Yeah, what am I at now? 2.5? 2:14? I'll probably stream for a little bit longer. And then I'll probably hop off. In case anybody's still watching. I think that'll probably be my last thing I do is going and grabbing everything I need off the Hell Islands. Because I need 10 Hell Peppers, 20 heated minerals, 20 Hellfire Wood, 200 diamond ore, which I can actually buy that, that's fine. And then the 50 gunpowder, I will make poop into phosphorus and then phosphorus into gunpowder. So once that's done, that'll be fine. And I need 10 million gold, so that'll just be made over time. That's good. Alright, so just remember 10 hell peppers, 20 and 20. Okay. Easy peasy. And I got the mission to pop because I traveled there, so I can grab that. And if you haven't noticed, I still haven't made any armor. I'm still not wearing any. As soon as I fight my first dragon, I'll make some armor. Because then I'll be able to make some decent attacking armor. Okay, so this is Hell Islands. This beginning circle, you don't take any, like, environment damage. You get hell damage on a Hell Island. So as soon as I start traveling away from this beginner spot, I'll start taking some. And heat damage as well. So it's always a good idea to make sure that you have your heal spells ready. And some food ready as well, just in case. And then this map's pretty large, so activate that, make sure that's good. I want to make sure I'm holding my staff, just because you get attacked by everything here, so be ready. Okay, everything's aggressive, so, and they're pretty decent levels, so make sure you're ready as well. Also, there's geyser things from lava. They shoot out every 30 seconds to every minute or so. They're random. They will fuck you up. And I'm almost dead from hunger. Awesome. Eating pizza. And these are trees. They're not spikes. They're trees. Get out of here. Stop bugging me. And they drop 2 types of wood. Hellfire wood and then hardwood. Hardwood is more for like building stuff. Like your house, and then hellfire is for like building like equipment. This is heated minerals once I get it. Yeah, I got 4. Need 20. You could also get heated minerals from killing enemies, but I'm kind of weak right now, so I'd rather just do this because they're all over the place. Yep, there's that geyser again. It's 8. This is palladium. It's higher end star platinum, not palladium. This is crystal. I don't remember what I need this for exactly. But like always, I can just check details. And if you ever need a break from like the heat damage or the enemies, just come into an island dungeon. You stop taking environment damage, and they'll leave you alone. And then you can always just come back here, get some stuff, get some sauerkraut. Yeah, I don't feel like doing this dungeon right now. Oh, and those things follow you in here though, the lava geysers. Alright, so heated minerals. I need a couple more of the wood, and then I need to go search for hell peppers, but they only spawn in one location in the game, and it's the goblin skulls on this island. They grow under those, like inside the skulls. So I gotta go find some of those. These guys are pretty strong on this island, so you gotta be careful not to die. Not to get hit anyways. Although if I die, it's not that big a deal. Okay, how much wood do I have? 16? Okay, I'll probably get a little bit more. And eventually I'll come back and get more of this stuff. For making like a better glider and things. There we go. Excuse me. There we go. But yeah, so see how that one piece of hellwood has fire dryad on it? So if I made a oh, I can't make anything out of this. Never mind. But these logs can. So these are made, so multi-slaying, stuff like that, building stuff. I guess that is made for some weapons. But yeah, so if you use materials that have enchantments on them, you can make equipment that can possibly have this as well. So see that big glowing thing right there? That's the skulls that they grow hell peppers under. Let's get there. So because there's so many enemies and they're pretty strong, you basically just sprint, get in there, get the peppers. There's only a couple in here. If you need the heated minerals, get them while you're in here. Just make sure you don't get hit by stuff. Yep, I was about to say I'm probably gonna get hit by something. Holy shit, yeah. Let's get out of here. I need to heal right now. Okay. Pizza. There we go. I'm gonna go back in there and get those because I do need them. And I'm right here anyway, so. Oh my god, I hit it. Okay, I only need one more, so let's do it. Holy cow. Those big goblins hit really strong, so you want to really avoid them. The orcs. By jumping around, it kind of is helping me avoid, so it's making it a little easier. There we go. I think I have 16 of those now. Also, if you look up, see how it's got that big shiny, oh shoot, I'm about to die, thing up there? That's where Hell Anubis is at. So you have to kill the 3 lava golems before that force field will come down. And the golems are located basically about where the chains are. So the first golem's somewhere over here. If I'm not mistaken. But he's really strong, so I don't want to mess with that right now. Get to a safe spot. I need more hell peppers and more heated mineral. Oop. And you know what? I forgot that I have a pet already. There we go. Let's get out of this area. This guy runs faster than I can, so. They don't really, their stamina goes down really slow, so it's helpful. Although they can't jump, so, or not, Yeah, they can't. Yeah, they can't jump. So I need to get off and pull them back. Can't use a helicopter on this island because it'll catch on fire. So that's not a good idea. Alright. There is a skull up there which I can get to. Also dragon spawn over there on this island. So that's always super fun to try to deal with when you're low level. And hey to any new watchers or viewers, welcome to the stream. If you have played Craftopia, you probably know what island this is. If you haven't, this is Hell Island. It's a little difficult, especially with me being level 17 and no armor. But the werewolves are on me. Okay. Easy way to avoid damage, just jump a lot. Dodge roll. Oof, jeez. Can't tell if I got any seeds off of those. Okay, I need to get out of here. I'm about to just die. Oh shit. Eat, eat, eat. There you go. Okay. Let me get out of here before I get killed. Okay. Yeah, that area is really annoying. Having to deal with the goblins. Okay. Yeah, it's a little easier up here. So these things are what you get the heated minerals out of. Need a few more. I think I have enough now. Yeah, 20. I need at least 10, I think. Plus I want to get the seeds for the hell peppers so I can plant them at my own base. Then I can start making my own hell resistance potions, so that's really good. Ooh, these ones are fun. Okay, let's do this one. It's not a fighting boss. I need to attach a clip of sword though. So this one's awesome because you basically you get this big ball right here, this thing, into that hole. So it's really fun. And then you can get that chest up there pretty easy. You just glide over. Alright, and if anybody's been watching my streams, easy way to get your stamina back when you're hanging on a wall, place the floor. There you go. Just make sure you get the floor back, because that'll mess up this mini game. But I can get that back with my retriever rod in a little bit. There you go. There's a chest. And I got a really dumb weapon. Awesome. Okay. Retriever rod. Stone floor. Now, since you can build in this, in the dungeons, if I needed to, I could use that lava down there for making automations. Since it's an insta-kill lava, inside dungeons, the lava does 10,000 damage at once. So if I was playing on very hard or hard difficulty, I would have to use the dungeons for my green mono farms, because their health would be way too high for the water to kill them fast enough. So I actually have done builds where I've built inside this specific dungeon type before, way down there at the bottom. It's awesome. Alright, so my best bet is just trial and error. Just hit this thing until it goes in. I should have gotten charge strike, but this should work fine. And you just get lucky. Or not. Yeah, it's not gonna make it. Yeah, miss. It's alright. Okay, I might get it. Or no, I won't. Never mind. Oops. Yeah, this one's all about luck. There really is no skill involved with this mini game. Maybe timing, but oh, if that damn thing hadn't hit it, it would have gone. All right, where is it? It's almost middle. Come on. It's like it's going up. Jeez. Okay. Alright. It might actually make it. Let's go. Fuck yeah. Yeah, I like the mini games they chose for this game. There's that one, like an archery one. Um, there's like obstacle courses. Those are really fun to do. I like that they didn't make every dungeon just a boss fight, because that would have been kind of boring. Like, sometimes it's good to break up the monotony and do something different. And don't forget, there's always breakable walls. See how it's like a different color? You can kind of tell. Plus you can hear the chest behind it too. Fruit salad. Tomato salad, whatever. Not that great. Okay, so... Yellow herbs. Oh, fuck yeah. Thank God I needed those. So now I can make stamina potions. Really, really easy. That might actually be what I do for my next stream, is make an automated potion area. I only need a couple more things for all the potions I use. Alright, skeletons. Oh, my fave. Where is your goblin skull? Oh, these are red monos. See how it's level 113? It's so strong. Ooh. That's why it's big as shit, too. And these ones are small in comparison. Oh, here's some diamond. That's good. Although I'll probably end up having to just buy stacks of 100 for it. Oh. Get out of here. Stupid lizards. Oh, that's lava. I thought that was a skull. Oh, there it is. That's why. This heat is roasting me. Yeah, I know. Alright. So I just want to grab the peppers. Make sure you have a little bit of stamina so you don't drag ass. Ooh, chest. Level 3? Yeah, there we go. Alright, so I got the staff that I already was holding. You know what? That's fine. Because I can plant some hell peppers, so I don't actually need to go get them. But I did just get a better staff. So this is the one I was holding. It was a level 2 pastoral staff. It does 290 for magic attack. This is level 3, so it does like almost double. So it's actually really good now. Because I think level 3 is the highest that these will go. And if you notice, it has 2 skills attached to it, so Wind Edge and Meditation. The Meditation will automatically work because it's a passive skill. It lets me recover mana faster. The Wind Edge is a activated skill, so I have to physically put this staff on my... I'll put it under my skills tab. Onto this part, and then if I want to activate Wind Edge, I have to highlight it and then click it. And then it'll work. That's how that stuff. That's why I also have my crown here, because it has a healing spell that I can activate if I want. But yeah, let me see how many hell peppers I actually did get. 7. You know what? I'll go to the higher level Hell Island, because then it'll respawn the it'll have those hell peppers spawn closer, so I can just run there and grab them really quick and run away. Even though everything here is higher level, it's okay. I just dodge everything. Actually, you know what? It's a good time to test how strong I actually am with my spells. Activate that. Didn't I unlock the other skill as well? Yeah, I did. Cool. So that's one of the other buff skills, Mana Siphon. So basically, when I press this, until my next, whatever my next attack is, will be much stronger. But I think it lowers some stuff. So let me check that really fast. Yeah, so mana consumption, oh, that's what it is. So until the buff is over, I just use way more mana, but the skills are way stronger. Oh, nice. There's a giant elephant over there. That's not even a good sword. But yeah, so depending on a monster's level will determine their overall size. So that's why this elephant is much bigger than the one next to it. Oh, damn. I just got one shot. It's probably because that bigger elephant's like level 120 or 130 versus like level 80 or 90. Alright, so I really can't get hit at all or else I die. So let's go ahead and heal. And try this again. I won't lollygag this time. Let's eat my last sandwich. Get my stamina back. So with only 2 levels in for the slates of growth that you give to Anubis, with only 2 levels in stamina, I've got about a half a bar of stamina extra. So with 4 levels, I should have about maybe a little under 2. So it's really worth it to spend a few points in getting extra stamina from Anubis, just because it's a lot. Oh, come on, don't do this to me. There's a sword, I'll grab it. Yeah, this, oh my gosh, okay, I forgot that on higher level islands, monsters can start spawning with modifiers to themselves, so that, like, that thing can teleport, which is really OP, because they can get, like, right next to you without even trying. And you also gotta dodge all the freaking arrows. Yeah, that thing's gonna keep chasing me. Because arrows are really strong, and if they headshot you, they'll basically kill me in one shot. Red monos. Look at that. The orcs look so sick, though, like in the dark. How dope is that? Dang. Thanks for letting me take a look at you, bud. Alright, get up top. Alright, here we go. Get my stamina back really fast. If you notice crouching, you get your stamina back quicker. Oh my god, that took out like half my life. Eat, eat, eat. There we go. Hell peppers, hell peppers. 1, 2, 3. Alright, that's all I needed. Let's get this chest. Mechanical parts, that's nice, good. Oh, bargain armor parts, different than mechanical parts. Alright, you know what? Because they can kill me really fast, I can just let them kill me. So I can teleport back to the thing. Oh, even though I had teleport potions, whatever. I only lost 500 grand. Screw it. Gotta start remembering that I have certain things. Alright, home base. Let's do it up. What the heck? Oh, that's not good. So my stream manager on Twitch for my phone wasn't working right, so if anybody's been asking questions, I have not been seeing any. I'm really sorry, guys. It was like frozen. I like noticed because the time wasn't going up. It was stuck at like 2 hours and 14 and something seconds. I was like, that's supposed to be counting. Alright, and now that I have access to heated minerals, and I have that researcher guy that can make the elemental dust, I can make the teleport pads. So I don't have to keep running back to my base, I can just teleport right to my base. So let's go ahead and do this. Cog's milk, animal flesh, of course. Some cogs. And auto cog maker, make sure this is all still working. Yep, that's good to go. Livestock. Where do I want to put this? I just had an idea. I need some building stuff. Wall. Quarter floors. I need droppers, which I think I have already. Yeah. Although I need more, of course. So what I'm going to do is take the Researcher Faust, one of the NPCs you can capture, and stick him in the livestock machine, and he'll produce an item called Elemental Dust, I think? Elemental Dust? Is that what it is? It's something that I need to make this. Yeah, elemental dust and then heated minerals. Yeah. But I have to go back and get more heated minerals. Anyways, so I'll just get this set up for now. And the researcher will take damage while he's in the machine, so I need it to be nearby this healing. So that's why I'm placing this stuff here. And I don't want to interfere with the Kevin guy on here, so I'm only making just enough for the livestock machine to sit up here. And it should be okay. But getting up there is being a pain in the ass right now. Okay, there we go. Like that. There we go. And it should... Oh, see how it's floating? It's sitting on the wheel. But I think that should be okay. As long as it doesn't move, it'll be fine. Okay, and then all I gotta do is add some droppers. Which 5 won't be enough, but it'll be okay for now. Because I only need a little bit, honestly. 1, 2. And then I need to add a wall here, just in case. And then this, even though this is grabbing batteries, this will also grab that shit for me. So go ahead and get researcher. This guy, researcher Faust, plague doctor. Come up here, equip him. Just chuck him in here. Boom. See? Done deal. And now, and since he produces so many so fast, I can let him go for like 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll just take him out. And if I ever need something else to go into a livestock machine, bada bing, bada boo. And you know, if I was smart, I would have done this over this jack-o'-lantern instead of over there. But whatever. You live and you learn. Alright, what else can I do right now? Okay, let me double check what I need to advance the age, and then I'll make a note of it, and then I'll work on that for the next video. Yeah, diamond and the gunpowder. Okay, yeah, that'll just have to wait. And I gotta start remembering to put this guy out as soon as I get back to base. But you know what? Because I don't have enough to advance the age yet, and I have to go back to hell eventually, I can make a teleport pad now anyways. There we go. Cool. Now, anytime I travel away from the island, like go to another island, and then come back, wherever I place that thing, that stepping stone, is where I'm going to come in. And you face away from the big yellow arrow. So see how it's facing, so you can see it better. So if it's facing towards away from me, I'm going to be looking that way when I come back in. So I'm going to go ahead and put it here. And then just make sure when you drop it, activate it. So anytime I come back to this island, I will literally be standing like just like this. So just a test. Go to this. And then, you know what, while I'm here, let's check these merchants, see what they got for sale really quick. Man, the FPS is so much better on this island. Oh, man. Nothing crazy. Silver. I do need silver for stuff. I'll buy that. Alright, cool. Alright, check 2. That's good for now. Make you guys watch. So when I go back to home base, I should go to that circular thing I placed down. There we go. Hell yeah. Easy peasy. Cool. And then, just because I thought about it, I'll start placing these walls here. I usually don't build a house for a long time, but I might as well start placing some stuff just to get it there. Alright, there we go. And I'm for sure going to change this. This doesn't match with this wood, so I'm going to change this to this style eventually. That's fine for now. Yeah. You know, I think that is a good spot to stop for the stream. Got some good stuff accomplished. Knocked the Hell Island. Finished up getting the merchant set up. My money's going. This area is actually coming along quite nice. Yeah, alright. Actually, no, I'm going to do something for another 3 minutes so I hit the 3-hour mark. I will delete this area because I don't need this anymore. Because this was where I was going to put the merchants originally. Oop, I took my crown off. There we go. Oh yeah, I could probably inventory management. Oh yeah, and if you haven't played this game before, there's lightsabers in the game. If they have, as if you needed another reason to play. And you can dual wield lightsabers, so you can have two swinging around. Whee. Alright, enough of that now. Because I don't need... Oh yeah, there we go. I have two of them. If I had the dual wield skill, I'd be able to hold both of them at the same time. But because I don't care about swords anymore, because I have a good staff and I'm going mage style, I can get rid of all of these. But if you're a sword user, definitely make sure you take the time to look through them and make sure you're not getting rid of something that's good. But for now, I'm a mage. Yeah, and this level 3 is actually quite strong. Yeah, let's go. Now, a quick tip for mage users as well. Anytime you're holding an actual wizard staff, it doesn't tell you this, but if you press the left... Oh wait, maybe I gotta stop holding this thing. When you press the left trigger, I could have sworn it does a buff. Hold on. Let me try something. What the heck? I could have sworn two-handed... Maybe this isn't a two-handed staff. This is considered a one-handed sword. Never mind. This isn't even a fucking full-on staff. It'll say right underneath its name, so right under where it says Pastoral Staff 3, it is considered a one-handed sword. I didn't realize that. I thought this was the wizard staff. So that's why it's not doing what I want it to. What I'm talking about is... where are they? Yeah. Right underneath the name, budded staff, says magic staff. That's different than what I'm holding. So once I get one of these, by holding a staff and pressing left trigger, it does a buff to your magic attack. But can't show you that yet. I could put the seeds away. Okay, so the things I'm looking for to make potions are the yellow herb seeds, any blue herb seeds, which I do have, red herb seeds, so I'll be able to make health potions, mana potions, stamina potions. And then these are just regular crops, so I don't have to worry about those. And then this makes poisonous mushrooms for poison potions, obviously. And then this is for anti-poison potions. These are important for going to the swamp island, because it'll remove the environment damage for poison. So it's really useful. But to plant those things, you can't use like regular wheat fields or regular fields. You have to use these things right here. This is a single planter, so one plant will grow, and this is a double size, so two will grow at a time. But once you've put the seed in this planter, you will never have to reseed it again unless you pick it up and destroy it. They will continuously grow. Even as you cut down the herbs, it'll grow more and more and more and more and more, and you only need the one seed. So it's really, really useful. Just a little difficult to make in the beginning because you need ceramic and feces and water, which are, you know, a little time consuming, because ceramic is just sand and logs, and sand, or not sand, it's clay and logs, and clay is sand and water. So if you don't have access to water and feces early game, these will be hard to make. But because I've had all that going, when I come back, I'll be able to make a little potion farm, like right here. So I'm gonna actually make a note of that, so don't forget to do that when I come back later tonight. Potion farm. Yeah, I ended up buying a whiteboard because this game had so much to it that I kept forgetting things, so I had to start writing stuff down so I wouldn't forget. But yeah, I think that's the morning stream. got a lot done today. Really proud. Alright. Oh, I didn't take a thumbnail picture. Let me go ahead and, you know, I'll take it on a different island. Let's go to hell. Why not? Looks cool in the background. So for anybody who wants to take really cool pictures in this game, which I suggest because there's really good opportunities like this, like that looks sick, you can turn off the UI and then take really cool pictures. I do need to change the field of view settings so I'm a little closer to the camera. Yeah, looks better. Damn it. Maybe I'm gonna increase it a little bit. There we go. A little better. Damn it. Sick. Let's check that. One more. Alright, cool. That'll be my thumbnail. And before I did, go back to my base. Home base. Alright. Once again, that comes straight to the base, which is nice. Don't have to run anymore. And anytime you guys log off, make sure you manual save. I don't care if you have autosave or anything, make sure you manually save. The game's still in pre-alpha, or whatever it's called, so never know if it's going to mess up if you don't. Alright, thanks guys, and I will almost 100% be doing another stream later. I just want to eat and I got to do some adult stuff. Could run some errands and do laundry and stuff, so. Alrighty guys, appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you later.